Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be doing a deep dive on Yeli, and I'm going to be going over where all she is useful in the game and how she works. So first let's have a look at her skill sets. So on her ultimate, she purifies all debuffs from self. This is because we've got the level 3 of the purifying effect and gives a 2 turn crit rate up, then deals 3 hits of 120% damage, with each hit having a chance for defense down. So this skill is extremely hard hitting because firstly it gives you a 30% crit rate before hitting. So that pretty much means that even if you have 70% crit rate on her, you're guaranteed to crit. And 3 hits of 120% damage. So that's like 360% of her damage. And if suppose the first hit inflicts a defense down, then the next 2 hits will take effect after the defense down has been put on the hero. Now, once I get this skill cooldown by one more turn, this will become a 3 turn. So basically, she will always kind of have a crit buff. That's how her ulti works. Her passive, this is very interesting. So whenever she lands a crit hit with an active skill. So what does active skill mean? That for example, if Lily's S1 triggers her, it does not count as an active skill. Active skill would be when she's taking her single damage of a S1 or her S3. Now, on the second skill, she also has a base chance is 60% and can be booked up to 100%. And this is a single target damage, but it also gives you a chance of a follow up attack. And these follow up attack can be multiples. Like I've seen her do 4 hits on a champion as well, which makes her very interesting. So you definitely want to get this skill up to level 5 as well. So her S3 and S2 are extremely important to her, and even if you look at a S1, S1 is also a very underrated skill. She has a 15% chance to steal buff, which can go up to 30%. And she multi hits, right? So if she takes 3 hits, it's almost like a 90% chance to buff steal. So her S1, S2, S3 all unfortunately need to be booked to unlock true potential of this hero. As far as the build goes, so I'm currently put her on an onslaught and a harvest set. I've got her to 74% crit. Plus, you get the 30% from the S3, so she's pretty much guaranteed to crit. We've got 250% crit damage. I'll quickly just show my gear on the right hand side. You can see one attack and one crit damage and one crit rate. Pretty standard one, standard build. Then, as I told you guys, book. She is going to be very lattice hungry. You have to take her all the way up on S3 and S2, which will make her truly a phenomenal hero. If we look at her shell, her best shell by far is Revelation, because each crit that she lands will have indirect damage 12% to the target's max HP. So her S1, S3 can proc this and do insane damage with Revelation. So Revelation is by far the most best shell on this hero. Coming to the different game modes, so I would say Yeli functions a lot like how Ditting does. So Yeli is really, really good in all of Grim Pursuit. Like I used her to clear Nikonana Inferno, where this is the only Inferno dungeon I can clear. She can work in every single dungeon. So like I'm not able to do Inferno in the others yet, because Inferno requires. So I will come back to that. Why I'm not started Inferno yet. That's a different topic. So like I'm using Ditting here. Ditting can be replaced by Yeli, but she's a replacement. So she pretty much does what Ditting does. She can focus down single bosses, but at the same time she also has wave clear with her S3. So that's her, and a defense down. Now see, she's already landed the defense down. So a lot of times she can kind of operate without a defense down hero as well. So I could probably replace Kloss in this lineup as well with someone else, and it wouldn't hamper her ability to do damage. So that way she's a very self-independent hero. Now see, whenever she's attacking with crit Lily's S1, it's only a one turn. Now again she goes into the S3 here. Let's see if we can show you a couple of the multi hitters, because when she multi hits, it can be quite insane the how quickly she can take someone down. Once I have that booked up to 100, it'll obviously be a lot better. Again, she just did the single. Now let's go. Oh, she died. So, anyways, she fits perfectly into any Union Boss team. You can use her in any of the Union Bosses. Is she by far the best to use here? No, I wouldn't say that. That she's a must. But if you have her, because she's neutral in affinity, being white, being light hero, she works. Similarly, like I'm clearing health 4 of Terramaton. Here, the team I use is Ditting. So she can kind of replace Ditting or go along with them. So here I've replaced Ditting with her, but Ditting works just the same here. So the advantage if you get her and you've not built up a Ditting is that she can be used pretty much in all of the dungeons. So you can use her in Termatom. I've tried her in Doki Doki. She can clear Health 4, not Inferno. Health 4, she works just fine. But again, is she the best here? No. Rimoka is by far the best for this dungeon, but she's a close second. She goes along with all the messiahs and everyone. She also works in Aurora. So, in fact, her ability, again, let's go back into a kit. I found this to be actually quite useful here because she does end up stealing the immunity buff as well at times. Although I have no real accuracy on her, if you see, I built her with 14% accuracy, but because of the 50% chance and 3 hits, she lands the defense down most of the time and single damage. If the passive procs and she multi hits 2 to 3 times, there's a very good chance that she steals a buff as well. So she works really well here as well. The place where I feel she has shined the most for me on my account has been Arena. So it's just reset. So we got to Mythic, and the biggest reason I would say is addition of her to the roster. Her S3 obliterates, it destroys pretty much. So we got some nice rewards. So this is the formation I'm using on defense and on attack as well. She is really, really good in PvP. I have to give her that. She is one of the best PvP champions. Why am I getting these again? Oh, because the season. Oh, this is nice. I didn't know you get this. This is a new thing I learned today. Nice. This is really good. I thought this was just one-time rewards, but apparently these are monthly rewards. Okay, sorry, I got distracted there a bit. I was not expecting to see that. So she works really well in Arena. Summit Arena, she gets banned most of the time. But I would say one thing, this hero is not a broken hero, but she is a very, very good hero. And I would rate her really high for PvE and PvP because, especially now, after having her built, I don't need a ditting on my account anymore. If there is a reset somewhere down the line, I'll probably reset him. And she works well in PvP as well. So it reduces the number of heroes that you have to build for different game modes. So definitely, I think if you got her, she is. I would strongly suggest building her. And but when you start building her, remember, until you don't put lattice into her, she will not shine. Like this skill has to be level 5. This skill also has to be level 5. And if you see the build up on the S3, you're getting speed, right? On the S2, you're getting crit rate. So we'll get 4 and 8% crit rate along with the build up on the follow up attack. And on the S1 again, you're getting attack and attack percentage, good 15% attack and 100 attack and 15% on the attack as well. So I am eventually going to be building up all 3 of her skills, and that is when this hero will kind of, I think, destroy the meta when it comes to damage dealing. I think she is the highest potential in terms of damage dealers amongst all of the heroes that have released so far. So yeah, that's my view and my guide on Yelly, sorry. And I will catch you guys in the next video. But before I go quickly, just the gear, I would not strongly just suggest copying. This is not the optimal gear set. How I would want her build optimally would be something like this, like a Kenai. Kenai is really good. So you want to have on all of these dealers who can do crit based damage, you want to have Kenai on them. So eventually she will go into a Kenai. Harvest is very good for a second artifact because it'll ignore 30% of the defense, and ignore defense is really good. So this is what an ideal second slot for a damage dealer would be. But Harvest would always be the 12 piece set with the 8, sorry, Kenai would be the 12-piece set, and 8-piece set you can go with Harvest. Yeah, so that's about it for this video. If there are any more questions that you have, please do write in the comment box. Thanks for watching, and please do like and subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.